Hey, it's Russ Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. We are playing the One Ring RPG from Free League Publishing. This is the second edition. They actually had an edition 10 years ago, but this is the one that actually got distribution. So it's a beautiful book. We're actually using the starter set for this because it's a sufficiently different game that I want to, learn the system well before I dive into more high-end adventures. So the adventure is called A Conspiracy Most Cracked. We may do the second adventure depending on how fast we go. But we have a table full of hobbitses here tonight. As we're going to have some motherfucking adventures in the Shire. So, yeah, let's start on the left.
Oh, hey, Zarin, and I will be playing Drogo Baggins. He's like cousin to Bilbo Baggins, so that fame, and the father of Frodo, and also very doomed if you actually know what his actual fate is in there. But yeah, I'm just Hobbit.
Yes, for the reference for our Lord of the Ring nerds out there, this is taking place at 1360 Shire Reckoning or 2096 Third Age. This begins at Baggins. So next up we have Elle.
Hi, this is Elle. I'm playing Primula, and I am Frodo's mom, a cousin to Bilbo, a youngest daughter, Gorbadoc, the master of Buckland. I am logical and sneaky and ready to adventure.
And I'm just courteous.
Yeah. And then next up we have Chris.
Hey, I am playing the role of Esmeralda Took. According to the little biography here, she's going to marry Saradoc Brandybuck and one day become the mother of one Meriadoc Brandybuck. Let's see here. It says here that she's a tween during this. She was about 5 years old when Bilbo Baggins let Baggins to go and claimed to go from Smaug the Dragon. And she's got a little walking stick and enormous feet, and I'm fucking ready.
Go around the hill.
All right.
This is already going to be great.
Yeah, David.
Hey, everybody. This is David. I am playing Paladin Took the Second, younger brother to Esmeralda Took. And according to this, I am the future Thane. And my claim to fame is currently being the oldest son of Aldegrim Took. And eventually, I am going to have a son and name him Peregrine.
All right. Very good.
So Pippin and Merry are
and then
here.
Next up we have Dan.
Hey, Fuzzy Dan here, playing the role of Rorimac Brandybuck, currently slated to be the heir to the title Master of Buckland, cousin Bilbo, and very suspicious of him and his madness since returning from his foolish adventures.
Oh, very foolish. And then finally we have Danna. Please tell us about your character.
I'm playing Lobelia Bracegirdle. She's the daughter of Blanco Bracegirdle and Primrose Bowfin. She has yet to marry Otho Sackville Baggins. She's about 40 years old and has already seen her ambition to enter Baggin as rightful owner disappear once when Bilbo returned from his adventure against all odds.
Well, so as we begin, after quite a long walk under the stars that have come out blazing and bright after an afternoon of heavy rain, you finally come to the round green door of Bag End, the home of the strange and famous Bilbo Baggins. Standing there upon the mat, you find yourself surrounded by distant relations. It seems as though Bilbo has called for a collection of cousins to join him this evening. Just as one of you is about to ring the bell, the door is pulled open and you see standing in the front hall none other than Master Baggins himself. He offers each of you an energetic greeting and quickly ushers you in with a plethora of welcomes, thank you, and lovely to see you. And before you can gather your wits about you, you've been swept into the warm embrace of Bag End and led into the parlor where a lovely fire, fresh mugs of ale, plates of danishes, and several cushioned chairs and sofas offered a much-needed spot of rest and relaxation. Bilbo, a twinkle in his eye, ushers you each into a seat but takes none for himself. A few moments after you've finished the first plate of food, the obviously excited Master Baggins can no longer contain himself. He places one hand behind his back and another in his vest pocket, standing tall to ensure he has your attention. You are all undoubtedly curious as to why I've called you here this evening. Well, he leans in the firelight, causing the twinkle in his eye to dance merrily. His hand sweeps from behind his back towards the parlor window. I am hoping you will partake in a little adventure. Nothing so grand as my own, I'm afraid, but in return for your aid, I will provide each of you with a place in my memoirs and a fair share of my eternal gratitude. He grabs a glass of wine off the table and takes a sip, pausing for effect. Now I know what you're thinking. There goes old Bilbo again, taking after the wizard Gandalf and sending you hobbitses off into the blue. Well, I can assure you it is nothing of the sort. Just a little trip to Michel Delvine and back to recover what one might call a family heirloom from the Matholm house, a map of the Shire supposedly made by the old Took himself, with all sorts of precious annotations. Now, I've sent many letters to the custodian, Malva Slowfoot, asking if I could have it back, even offering fairly generous donations, but for some reason she has provided no replies. So I thought that we needn't tell her or her husband. After all, we're talking about something that belonged to my grandfather, and that would not be out of place here in Bag End. Most of all, we needn't alert that pesky dog the Slowfoots have set to guard the place. Sharp as a tack, that beast, and he sniffs me out every time I've come near. Besides, I know some of you place more value on local gossip than others, and even just being seen at night in the company of the mad Baggins might be enough to ruin your reputation forever. But for those of you with spirit, which I know you all have in spades, I have not have called you here tonight, won't you aid me in this errand of particular importance, my fellow conspirators? So, he looks at all of you, and yeah.
I mean, that's like, has she not at least accepted the general borrower's fee, perhaps?
No, she hasn't. I mean, she hasn't replied at all, which is quite rude. Very unbecoming of a proper hobbit, I have to say. I imagine maybe one of my letters didn't make it, but surely some of them have made it. And she's just refusing on principle to return my property to me.
Mm.
So, just a short little trip away, and you can just acquire the map from the museum.
Cousin Bilbo, why would you not go with us and yourself right now? And
I told you they'll spot me, and that dog knows my scent.
I mean,
but none of you have been there before. The dog won't be on guard.
I mean, what
Clearly
did you do
not.
to upset it?
Well, he sensed that I wanted my property back.
A dog that senses property rights.
Yes. It's a very clever dog.
Very
Sorry.
libertarian dog.
Boy, Master Bilbo gets on the craziest adventures all the time.
Yeah, well, you can start, and I'm starting you out a little easier than the one I had to go through. So yeah, this is a warm up for you. It'll be good. If once we get that map back, who knows what I can find? I might be able to send you on more adventures.
Did you get any of your dwarf friends here tonight?
Not tonight, no.
Not a single dwarf?
Not a single dwarf?
Not tonight. Maybe in future adventures a dwarf will show up. Who knows what the future holds?
How about a
But
really
maybe-
swarthy hobbit? Particularly more than you, perhaps.
Look, I invited 6 of you here. That's enough, isn't it?
Do we have a
you-
hobbit with a really, really, really big beard?
You would have like way more dwarves.
Well, next, you get the map and I'll get a dwarf, okay? How's that?
Oh, Master Bilbo is so generous.
Now, you all have enough... Baggin has enough spare bedrooms for all of you. I'll give you a hearty breakfast in the morning.
About second breakfast.
Well, you have to have that on the road. I mean, Michelle Delving is a bit of a walk from here, so... Yeah.
And foot tea.
Yeah. So, let's see here. I've laid out a path for you. You should head north from Bag Inn into Overhill, and then turn west across the country for a few miles before crossing a shallow point in the water. Then, after crossing the Bywater Road, you'll reach the East Road and set out west toward Waymeet, where you'll take it for the rest of the evening before arriving at Michelle Delving the next day. That's a very circuitous route, I know, but it'll get you there, and none will be the wiser about where you're coming from or what your true intentions are, as long as you're clever. And I know you. I can see cleverness in all your eyes. Yes. So we're all agreed?
Yes, cousin.
Absolutely.
Enthusiastic nod at everyone in the room. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Good,
This is
good.
going to be great. This is going to be wonderful. Oh, what a grand adventure we're going to have.
Grand adventure.
Yes, it'll be something to tell the grandkids years from now. And it certainly won't ruin any of your reputation. Anyways, yeah. How about a story about the time I tricked that nasty little thing in the cave? Yes, I'll tell that story again.
Tell us about the riddles.
Yes, I'll tell you about the riddles. So the rest of the night goes by. You know, you wake up early in the morning, just before dawn, to have your breakfast. Bilbo's already cooked it all. And the morning dawns bright and clear, perfect for a nice walk about the Shire. And you leave. You set out heading north. And soon after you leave Overhill, you realize that the river is normally easy to ford at this shallow point, but there were rains yesterday. And so the shallow ford looks a bit more, well, it's not really shallow. It's just a ford now. So now we get to the whole part of the game mechanics. Crossing the water, you can swim across with an athletics check. And if you get any 6s on your roll, or you can help others. Now, that's the obvious thing. But you know, you're in the forest. You're on one side of the river. You want to get to the other side, and this is the narrowest point. But it's still, the water's now deep and fast enough that you'd have to swim across. So what does anybody want to do to get to the other side?
Could I possibly use my my wits to find a piece of wood large enough to like support me that would also float in the water so that I could have extra assurance to make it across?
Yeah, what skill do you want to use for that?
Did you say like Riddle would do that?
No. Riddle is more social.
I see.
I think
Crafts would work. Yeah, crafts would definitely work.
Craft could be used to construct an improvised raft with wood found on a river shore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I'll give that a shot.
All right, so what's your craft?
The craft is that one bubble, so I'll roll 2d6.
1d6 plus 1d12.
Got it, okay.
And what's your wits target number?
It's 15.
You need a 15 or better, so...
Oh, like combined total?
Yes.
Okay, I did not make it. I got 12.
Okay. What was your 12? Was it an 11 or a 12?
It was a 7.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to take a look at this ford and realize that the ford is extremely wet.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps I can find a levee with awareness. I'll find another spot where we could cross a little bit easier.
Okay, yeah. You give me a scan roll.
Would awareness work?
Scan.
Scan is searching. Awareness is perception.
Okay, where is scan?
The underwits.
Well, that's going to be a no.
Okay.
Because I've got a 11 and my difficulty was 14.
Okay.
So, considering underneath the similar thing we were talking about with that, but doing travel instead, where knowledge of maps and whatnot could actually find us at either an eddy or a low spot where the river can allow us.
Yeah, I'd give travel.
Okay, so that's 1 dot along with this.
What's your
This one. So that'd be the D12 plus 6. So.
Mm-hmm. And you do have hope.
15, and the target number on that is 13. So
Okay, you're looking around the woods. You realize some of these trees are dead and hollow, and so you spot a tree that you can knock down pretty easily and use that to float across. It can bear a weight of 1 hobbit. So yeah.
okay, so
So you can get one person.
on time. So yeah, basically do a modified. I'll take a rope with me on the first shred, and then make a modified. That's like ferry essentially to get everybody across back and forth. So
Yeah, with a rope on the log, then someone on your side of the river could pull it back, and then they could just go back and forth. So that will take a while, but yeah, you'll all do that. So
I've heard about this. So that means that we can only cross one at a time, but one of us has to hold a goose, one of us has to hold a bag of grain, and one of us has to hold a fox.
Yeah, no, it's you're all.
Nobody better be a scorpion.
what about this bag of scorpions I brought it for snacks? Shush.
So that takes the morning for not forever, but it takes a little bit for all of you to get across, and eventually you will reach Waymeet, a small village. So let's see here. Waymeet itself is a small hobbit village. It's quite active when you all arrive. Tables are set out from the Walking Party Inn, are still occupied thanks to the fair weather and the lengthening daylight hours. The locals are polite, but you get several hobbits that are very curious about what a large group is doing so far west at such a late hour. So someone should try to... Maybe this would be a good use of riddles to sort of like guardedly talk about what you're doing without like revealing, yeah, we're sent by Bilbo to go steal a map.
Would this be riddles or insight?
Riddles.
Okay.
It's your thing.
Riddles.
I am, but riddles is drawing conclusions from information, but I don't...
No, it's also used to talk guardedly about what you're actually doing. So it does say that in the rules PDF.
So we're in a tavern?
Well, it's basically an outdoor cafe. It's like they put tables outside.
Okay.
And so people are like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? We don't see a large group walking this way this hour of day.
Being the sensible member of the party, I get everybody to sit down where I want to, and I ask the cafe, do you have a table for 6? We are hungry and would like to rest.
We do have a table. We don't have beds for you, though. A group of pipeweed merchants has shown up, and they've taken all of our rooms for the night. So you can ask around. But first, give me the riddles scroll.
Okay. So for riddles...
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, so I get to roll 4 dice and a feat die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And your target number is
13.
Yeah, there you go. And aren't you favored on riddles?
Yeah, that's why I get a feat die, 2 feat die, right?
Well, you pick the highest of the two,
Okay, well,
or the
1,
better
4,
of the two.
10, 14. So I got it on riddle.
Okay.
And then what is that?
Is that another
3?
D12?
That looks like a 3.
And then roll it again.
Roll it up. Yeah.
8.
I think you want the 8 instead of the 3.
Yes, I'll take the 8. And then, so I passed on riddle, and then
Okay.
I've got 8 pictures to sell on only took.
Okay, yes, with your feet
The
die.
sketches.
Yeah. So you're able to talk to them and sort of mention that you're on a journey of discovery, and you're helping family out, but you're not saying anything that will arise suspicion. So nobody realize you're not lying, because lying would be rude, but you're being guarded. You're being a little guarded about it, but people are fine with it. But they say the rooms at the inn are pretty full right now. So you can go to, but you find out there's a Baldo Bunce, who is a farmer. And he has spare room in his stables, and so you can go talk to Baldo if you want. Because you don't want to just sleep under the trees. I mean, you're hobbits.
We don't sleep under the trees. We sleep in cozy holes in the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So who wants to talk to Baldo?
I feel like this is a courtesy.
Again, I was just like giving the other. I'm being courteous to the other
You
players,
have
so.
insight.
But
All right.
I'll bring it up too. So I'll go ahead while everybody else is out at dinner and kind of knock at the door. So, Farmer Bucks.
Yes, it's me. I'm Baldo Bunce.
Good evening. I am Drogo Baggins, that's like long-time traveler, from Hopton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to be in an imposition here, but in turn, my friends and I are on a errand that will take us overnight to, and unfortunately, it seems like the inn is a little bit more engaged in this evening.
Those dang pipe reed merchants taking up all the rooms.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's good, although obviously they're making their money right now, too. Would there be any way to potentially barter for use of the loft in your, barn for the evening?
Maybe. How are you with owls? I got an owl problem.
Oh, so getting an owl out.
There's an owl. There's a owl. I got a problem with an owl.
Is he killing...
An owl problem?
Yeah, an owl
Are
problem.
you dating your daughter?
Yeah, he's
There's an unmarked van outside listening to Ross right now. It's like they're on the verge of breaking in here.
Go.
Yeah, no, there's an owl. He's just being a jerk. I don't like him. He's hooting all night long.
But is he keeping the mice down from your grain? Because that's...
We're scaring my cows and scaring my other animals and whatnot. I don't like it. But yeah, if you can deal with the owl, get him to leave. That would be great. And yeah.
Ooh, okay. I guess, yeah, we can at least go through. So, yes, let me go back.
Yeah, he's really been troubling Gertrude, my poor old plow mule.
Oh. So
Scaring Gertrude, and I don't like it.
Okay. Well, in that case, yes, I might be able to do something for it. So, because usually they tend to see that they're scared of larger other raptors and other predators, so I may be able to get it to go away. So, yeah, I will go to the barn and forthwith see if I can actually take care of your nightly visitor. So,
Yes, meh.
Thank you much. So,
All right.
So yeah, I'm actually going to go over and I want to use song
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can replicate the sound of basically bird call of a larger raptor, like an eagle or something, that would scare it off.
Well, one thing, you can actually just talk to him with a courtesy roll.
Okay.
So that's another thing you can do. Yeah, you can just talk to an owl.
Oh, I can.
The owl will still just hoot back, but he can understand you.
Okay. So I'll just...
I'm just
You gotta
telling
get
you.
worried
Yeah.
when he starts to understand the owl. The owl starts talking back. That's when we got to go in.
fair.
And
So
get him.
yeah, I'll go in. Do I see the owl? Do I need to actually do an alert?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you see an owl in the barn. There's Gertrude there, kind of like, I don't like this. Yeah.
So I'll just pat the mule right now. It's like, I will take care of this.
Okay.
So, excuse me, Mr. Owl. So,
Woo!
yes, well, I'm Drogo Baggins. Thank you for
Woo!
asking. I've been in this sketch before right now. It's very... It's
Drogo
very...
Baggins and the Sackville Baggins?
So,
I'm surprised you don't know my name.
in any case, I understand that you were doing a service to us, like this farmer here, and that there are probably plenty of mice, and there's plenty of owl pellets here, so I can tell that they're on there. That's like that is a service that wants to continue. However, you are scaring poor Gertrude here because she believes she is going to be next on her list. Can you maybe find another nesting area in the night and then be a little bit more quieter in your hunting?
Yeah, go ahead and get courtesy roll.
Just here.
Horrible
Monster.
monster,
Goddamn
Ross Pig.
Previously.
So, anyway,
Making Aaron be courteous to an owl.
yeah. So 3, so that's going to be... So I have the 1 dice, so that'll be 3d6, the 1, and I have... That's my specialty skills, so I'll roll 2 and then take the bigger one. Correct? All right.
Unless it's a 12.
Unless
you don't
it's a 12.
Yeah.
I need to do that to Elle.
They're both 12, but you just pissed off that owl.
Thankfully, that's not the case here, so that's going to be 10, 11, 20. So
Yeah. He
So
flies away.
thank you so much. Also, make sure to give the farmer your schedule. It's like forthwith, just so he knows. So that's like the donkey, the mule again, and give her some alfalfa. So
Yeah, Gertrude.
knock on the door.
Yeah. Meh.
You'll be happy to know that the owl's schedule is negotiated. He will still be coming by to take care of the mice situation, but it will be when the mule is out.
Oh, good. I got blankets and I got some leftover bread and ale.
Oh, that
And
is
some jerky and some cheese danishes.
Oh,
and,
cheese
you know,
danishes.
yeah, not much. I have a
That's-
meat pie,
Oh, that's absolutely great. So.
some trail mix.
Owl pellets.
Yeah.
You like bones?
Yeah, you like bones and mouse fur.
Fiber and calcium.
Yeah.
This is why this character was not in the films. Because he eats health.
Boulder.
So that's why Father Farmer Mag was instead of this guy.
Yeah.
He's like the farmer from.
That was a hoot.
I
Yeah.
go back to the cafe and just, hi everybody, I have managed to acquire accommodations. I didn't think I would literally be debating an owl, but here we are.
Who?
Whatever hobbit that was.
Yeah, exactly.
I have spent all my courtesy on an owl. It is all to the raptor.
So much for the tolerant hobbit.
Oh. So yeah, you all bed down in the stables. There's nice hay. You have blankets. You have a little feast for you. And at dawn, Baldo wakes you up.
What are these little black biscuits?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these little cheese balls are really fibrous. Yeah.
There's so much calcium.
So much calcium. Crunchy. Good crunch.
Crunch.
All right.
The
So
One Ring, it's got texture.
It burns.
So from Waymeet, it'll take you the day to get to Michelle Delving, which is the town with the Mathom House, which is the little Hobbit museum. And so let's see here. You continue on. You pass the spot where a southward path leads off from the main course of the East Road just as the sun sets and the first stars begin to reveal themselves. Ahead, you get a look at Michelle Delving upon the White Downs. Quite a bit larger than Hobbiton, it is a tightly packed collection of homes built of wood, brick, and stone, and the occasional hobbit hole. But as the last of the people go about their evening business, you cannot help but be drawn to the massive, let's see here, Smeal house on the one side of the great cobblestone thoroughfare running through the center of town. The town hall, seat of the mayor of the Shire, but more important to your business is what lies south of the town hall, on an adjacent hillock, not quite so tall and green. It is a large wooden building with a great red round door that is connected to the main road by a way of a small stone path. This is the Mathom House, the Museum of the Shire, your destination. As candles flicker to life behind windows and the hobbit folk settle in for the evening, you notice a handful of hobbits carrying stout cudgels and tiny lanterns strolling about. Bounders undoubtedly making their usual rounds. Best to avoid them lest your mischief be discovered and thwarted. So they have their own little patrol. And so you need to get to the museum without anyone noticing and gain access to it. So
I can't help but think quietly to myself, perhaps this would be a good place for stealth.
Oh.
yeah, a stealth check would get you, at the museum without the bounders noticing you. Now, that's for each player. Now, of course, you can also use a hope point to give yourself an extra die if you want to do that. Now, if someone wants to distract them, that could be helpful, but let's see how everyone does. If you fail, you will be noticed by the bounders.
Okay, so my target number is 15, and I got a 23.
Now, if you get any 6s on your success dice, on your D6s, you can use those to help someone else.
As a matter of fact, I do have a 6.
1 6. Okay, well, let's see if anyone fails.
Yeah.
I also got an 11 on my feet die.
Okay. Oh, you got a critical.
I
Okay,
got
so
a
you,
6.
if you get an 11 on your feat die, then you just succeed, period. So, and did you also get a 6 too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
I also got a 6.
okay.
I got an 11, so I automatically succeed. 11's a crit on the die.
11 on the on the D12.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah. No, it's not a critical success. It just means you succeed.
Okay.
If you succeed and you roll a 6 on a D6, that's a critical success.
I got 2 successes.
Yeah, I think that means you roll the d12
Okay. Did you
twice.
succeed at the roll?
I did.
Okay. So everyone is just a ninja now. Literally, it's like, I got this. I got this. No, I got this. I got this. I got you, bro. I got you.
Our entire party just...
Did Elle? Did you succeed as
I
well?
got an 11 on my feet die.
We all just
Okay.
make a big
Yeah.
kite like in those old Japanese ninja movies
Yeah.
and fly in.
Apparently, did anyone not critically succeed? Okay, all right. Yeah, all
We're
right.
very stealthy.
Very stealthy. Bilbo is really good at picking stealthy.
Vanish.
Yeah.
Proudly we bear his spirit.
Yeah.
Crouching.
So then if...
I
8,
wonder
13,
how we
14
hobbits got a reputation as burglars.
Yeah, no shit. So let's see here. So you've avoided the bounders and you get to the museum itself. Looking around the building, you find that, well, as you're approaching, actually, you do have to watch, all of you are watching the bounders patrol go by the museum, and you can see one of them go up to the front door and lock it. So the front door, you see that the bounders have locked the front door of the museum. So you can't just walk in. So
Was it a reaction to something?
no, they're just part of their patrol.
Okay.
Like it's just closed for the night.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see here. You can see though that the you got critical, so you can see that there's a small skylight opening up on the roof, and additionally, at some distance from the museum and sticking out from the side of the hill upon which the museum sits is an old door that may lead into the basement of the establishment. So you do see 2 other ways in. So you could try, you can get up, all of you succeeded, so you all get up to the side of the building if you want. You can go to the side and try and climb up to get to the skylight, or you could go over to this door to where there's a basement. And yeah, climbing it is obviously an athletics check. And obviously, not all of you have to do this. Only one of you needs to get in there. Then you can unlock the front door, and then all the rest of you can get in. So you all succeeded well enough that all of you can find a very kind of like in a stealth game where there's a big pile of hay or a big bush that no one's going to look at. You're all just kind of clustered in this one bush together. Like, okay, team, what's our next step? So one of you could go up and try and climb, or get into the basement and wait, and the rest of you could wait for that person to go unlock the door, or each of you could do your own thing. I don't know. You could all talk to each other. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I've got a thought. We find the strongest hobbit amongst us to huck a hobbit onto the roof and then just drop down. So, who's our hobbit hucker?
Throwing another hobbit up there?
If we all have...
I don't think any.
Oh, no, I got it. Okay.
We're all doing
I don't think any of us has more than one dot in that.
You can just climb. You don't have to do, you don't, yeah.
So I've got a
So
dot
if
and
we all
climb.
cannonball each other at the same time.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Wasn't this other method to go to a basement?
There is a basement door.
One of us could go in through the basement, one of us could go in through the roof, and then we race to the front door.
I like to go to the basement since my climbing is not well.
Okay, yeah.
So who wants to get on the roof? Who's going to do that?
I'll do roof.
Okay.
I want to start.
Well, I'm going to stick with my little brother.
All right, so Drogo goes to the basement door. Is anybody else, are the rest of you waiting for Drogo, or are you going to go up?
Well, I'm thinking 2 down, 2 up, 2 wait. Does that work?
I have athletics, so I can at least try to climb.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you get to the basement door. You succeeded. You don't have to make another stealth step to get there. It's unlocked, but were you going to be doing anything, Robel? Okay, you're waiting outside. Okay.
I'm singing the Mission Impossible theme. I'm going to roll for song to see how good I do.
That may be a little. I mean, in a stealth mission, singing may be a little disadvantageous.
Possible quest unlikely, more likely.
Yeah. Okay, so Drogo, you get to the basement door. It's unlocked, and it leads to a narrow, cluttered underground chamber a basement filled with all kinds of forgotten trinkets and thick cobwebs. But you see a rat scurry by as you open the door, startled by you. So you realize if you're trying to go through the basement, you know there's a guard dog up above. So if you just walk through here, you'll probably scare the rats, and that will alert the dog. So that'll take another stealth test to avoid that. So
you're going to let us know you found a way in.
So it's, well, yeah, it's like this.
Hoot like an owl.
Yeah. Meanwhile, anyone who's climbing the skylight, give me athletics.
So I got an 11 and 2 6s.
Okay, you're very good at climbing.
I did not succeed.
All right, you can use your 6s to keep yeah, I'll say you could negate his. It wasn't a crit failure, right? You
It
didn't
wasn't.
roll.
It was just regular failure. It was a 9 out of 14.
Okay. Yeah, with 2 6s, you can use that to help him up and boost him up. So, and actually, I'll say you fail, but you don't make any noise. You sort of help catch him, and you don't have the strength to pull him up, but you can like let him down, so he just has to fall a little bit, and it's not loud enough to cause any damage or any harm to
It's okay.
Rory.
I'll go in through the skylight.
All right, so Drogo, go ahead and give me a stealth test to get by the rats.
Well, he said who, so I think I'm going to go to the basement.
You're going to the basement too? All right, same thing.
Okay. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 13. So,
Is that
which
a success?
Which is my exactly my wits.
Okay, well, there you go. And
23.
Okay, yeah, you're both.
Oh, wait, I also... Oh, no, yeah, just 23.
Okay, so you find a trap door that opens into the main museum itself as you are climbing in as well, Paladin. And let's see here, you can get to the front door and unlock it now, or you can try and you've been carefully so far and haven't made any noise, so all of you can hear a dog snoring, and you can see it is a terrier. And
a terrible terrier.
yes, very terrible. His name is Fireworks. So yeah, now if the dog is asleep, it's asleep and you made your stealth checks, so you can get to the front door and unlock it. But if you want to search, that will take 3 successful scan rolls. And now each fail will possibly alert the dog. So
Who's our best scanners?
God, I don't think any of us have points in scan at all.
really?
There we
Well,
go.
then we're going to go unlock the door and let
make sure that we get all of
them
our
in.
party together.
Yeah.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I've made my athletics roll to get in the skylight with him, so I was
Okay.
with him the entire time.
All right. Esmeralda is here too. Yeah.
We need to do an owl hoot check to get the party back together. Courteously.
Ooh.
That doesn't sound very.
What should we
owlish.
call our adventuring party? Hootie and the Blow. Okay, wow, all right. This is
Hootie and the Hobbits.
Hootie and the Hobbits. There we go. That's wholesome. So, yeah, give me a
Israel,
scan check.
How much does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of it?
What happens if I use hope?
Is this one of your inspired abilities?
It is one of mine.
So you would gain 2 dice for that instead of 1. If it's a regular ability, you gain 1 dice for spending a point of hope. But if it's inspired ability, you get 2 dice
Is
for
it a
it.
success die you got?
Yeah, success, D6s. I think that's how it works. It's actually, can someone look that up to see if it's
Well, clearly.
That's exactly
he
what
did
I
it.
needed.
okay. Well, that's your first roll. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm using a tablet and PDF readers.
Can I write on this?
Yeah. These are just printouts. Yeah.
Esme, just in case that dog wakes up, I think we might need to do something.
All right. So you start.
I charmed the dog.
We're just going to need to get all of
You've
the
scanned about a third of the house
knowledge.
now. This place is absolutely packed with Hobbit trinkets and artifacts and antiques. And so, yeah, it'll take 2 more rolls to find the map. But you didn't get any 6s, so yeah, you didn't get a critical success. But yeah, you're there, and Fireworks is still, still snoring away. And
You can do it.
yeah, the rest of you could do that. So yeah.
Okay.
Now, can someone look up the inspired skill, whether that gives you
Yeah.
2 points of hope or two extra bonus
As long
dice,
as
or
we've
if they let
got a way
you
to make
roll the feat die with advantage?
Let's see.
Yeah, I can't look up 2 things at once.
Yeah, period still. And period still.
Their feet are so fucking bad they could treat it like Flint. They just rub their heels together.
What's it?
Feet are so disgusting. They just rub their heels together. It's like Flint, They just.
Is it for inspired?
Inspired skill.
Those are some calluses.
Actually, I do have the main book here. This is a nice little book.
Yeah.
Inspired roll. We're looking things of favorite
I know Lord of the Rings would have been way better. The party had to stop dead every 5 minutes and look at a humongous hardback book.
I mean, I'm going to point you back to all of the scenes in the films where it's just shots of Gandalf muttering to himself while reading.
What does it say?
Fire player who spends 1 hit
My
point
favorite
to get a
scenes,
whole
oddly
point
enough.
to 2 dice.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's like so it is like that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so one of us needs to hold the dog just in case, and one of us needs to puff really, really, really hard. So do you want hold or do you want huff?
Man, I've done a bit of dog wrestling in my day. Ain't no Esmeralda took that was back away from wrestling dog.
Okay, so we'll just be ready just in case. We have a plan B.
Favorite skills. Okay.
Everybody's heard of Esmeralda and the Dachshund.
You have to pay extra for that page.
Oh no.
It's behind the firewall.
Let's see.
Behind the fireplace.
Besides,
So it's a favored skill. Okay, so that's how it works. Skills first. Okay, no, actually, yeah, that's a favored skill, not an inspired skill. So when you're favored, you actually roll 2 feet die and keep the higher of the two.
Which I did.
Okay.
But I also spent a point.
Okay, so you would just get 1 point of that because you have to be inspired to do that. So inspiration is different than favor.
Okay.
So, but we'll keep
You
your
don't have to spend a hope to roll
Yeah.
2 dice.
Yeah. So hope and favor, similar sounding things, but so you would roll. What's your scan at 1?
It's at 1.
Okay.
I wanted to spend a hope die.
Yeah, so you gain 1 bonus die for it. Inspiration is another player can give you inspiration through the Enhearten skill, or the certain circumstances will give you inspiration, but it's a temporary morale thing. So your favorite skill just means you get a roll 2 of these and keep the higher of the 2, but that's every time you roll. So
Right.
okay, but we'll keep your existing roll. So yeah, you successfully scanned once. And you have 2 more scans to find it. Now, other people can contribute to this. Obviously, this is a group effort. Or you can try and do something to keep the dog. Well, the dog is asleep right now. So, yeah.
don't worry, the Tukes have plan B lined up.
Oh no.
Who has the highest?
Are we looking at awe or in?
Awe is
I'm
like the
looking at
intimidate
awe.
skill, kind of.
So then, if someone rolls awe, if the dog wakes up, be next to the dog and have an effect.
Well, you could be on standby if the dog wakes up. So, yeah. If somebody
You can
fails a
use to
scan
instill
roll, the dog will
wonderment,
wake up.
admiration, or even fear.
Yeah, and at least the higher scan. Because I have song. I could always sing to it to keep it asleep. So.
Oh, sing it a lullaby.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, go for it, yeah.
All right, let's see. That's inspired, so thankfully I get my 2
Yeah.
D12 on that. So, all right.
Don't worry, if we don't need to use plan B, we're going to use plan B later.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to
If you don't use
again?
plan B, you can
Probably
use
be a good
plan
idea to
two.
keep scanning.
I'm
Since
going
you...
to spend a hope point.
Okay.
He's
So
going to
you're getting 1 bonus.
version of the Bilbo Baggins song.
Yeah, but you get the 2d12 as well, yeah.
Oh no!
Ouch.
Okay, so that fails. Or no, that counts as a 0. But
Because I have critical successes, so what happens there?
wait, you had inspiration. So
I it's inspired, so I can have it back down to this.
you automatically succeed because
And I
that's
have
an 11.
critical success on this.
Okay.
So.
The dog is out, man. In fact, I'll count that as an extra success. So, did you succeed on your scan?
I succeeded on the scan.
Okay, so while you're singing the dog to sleep, the deepest sleep, you are able to look around the museum and sort of eliminate some sections of it. And then finally, Esmeralda, you, with the dog neutralized, totally asleep, you look behind a stack of cookbooks on the bottom shelf of one of the bookcases and find the old Took's map. It is in surprisingly good condition, if a bit creased. So, yeah.
I take my
a
creased
trap.
package.
Yeah, so all of you are able to, let's see here, you've basically, yeah, with this, it's pretty easy to get away. It's later in the night by the time you do that. The bounders they have to patrol a wide area, and you can watch them from the windows of the museum house and wait for them to be far away before you head out, and then you just have to sneak out. But the hobbits go to sleep early, so, it's very quiet, and you don't have to make any more checks, and After your successful recovery of the Old Took's map of the Shire and a swift journey home, you're greeted by the green door of Bag End being thrown open like a pop gun to reveal a grinning Bilbo standing at the doorstep, walking stick in hand. You found it! Wonderful! Simply wonderful! Though eager, Bilbo ushers you in with a hasty wave of his hand. Come, we'll need to review my grandfather's map quickly tonight. We're to set off on our next adventure. This remarkable find of yours makes me believe I'm quite ready for another adventure. So you can rest for a fine meal and talk. Bilbo asks you about your adventure, and he's quite charmed by it, and he finds the owl to be particularly intriguing. And
Did you know they understand it?
yes, and see, I knew you were the right people. The fireworks didn't know your scent. Wasn't alarmed by it. And it was quite cunning to lull him into a deeper sleep so you could search in peace.
Maybe if you stop indulging in the longing
So-
for 5 seconds.
Bilbo has been unlocked as a player character. So would anyone like to switch their character out for Bilbo Baggins? I have another pregen. I have him printed out in the next room.
They put Bilbo in Smash. All right.
What are Bilbo's stats?
Yeah, I mean, all right. Well, you can all talk amongst yourselves. So I go get the
Use the smash right now. Bilbo is going on an adventure.
AI took the wind out of our little.
What'd you ask?
I asked the dogs to get high in the Lord of the Rings universe from pipeweed, and the AI is like, well, first of all, Tolkien himself said that pipeweed was closer to tobacco than cannabis. He said this multiple times, so no one really gets high in it. And second of all, because no one can get high off of pipeweed, dogs can't get high off of pipeweed. like just an excellent pedantry. Mwah.
So they have the great artwork of Bilbo, and this is what kills me. This is what fucking kills me. Traveling gear. Well, one thing, he has Sting, but then, Bilbo's magic ring. Spin one, hope to turn invisible. That's it. That's the fuck. That's what it's called in this adventure. It's just Bilbo's magic ring. Just turns invisible. Don't worry about it. It's just a little neat little ring.
It's just a shiny little guy.
It's just a shiny little guy.
It would work if, he could never get that hope back. You lose something every time you use the ring.
Maybe do a roll
Keep
on
in
it and
mind-
say, like, wow, I feel a little sadder. What's going on?
Look,
Like, the necromancer wasn't even active yet. So, there was no influence of Sauron on the ring.
yeah,
So
it's
what
just a
we're
little
saying is
magic
that there's
ring.
nary a necromancer?
Yeah.
Nary and Nazgul, yeah. No necromancer in this neck of the woods. So
No
who does
necromancer
anyone
here.
want to Bilbo? Does anyone want to play Bilbo Baggins?
I mean, who doesn't? Should we roll for it?
Yeah, all right. Everyone roll
okay.
a feat die.
I'm okay with Paladin Took.
Yeah, I like Esmeralda. She's got spunk.
I guess, okay, we're all...
All right.
Yeah. Roll for
Rolling?
it.
No.
You like your bitch. Okay.
I rolled deep
Four.
with this bitch. Yeah.
8.
Okay, yeah.
Get took.
I lose a wife.
Yeah. So get a
Get
Bilbo.
took. Now you're not going to get married, and Frodo's never going to be born. I think you should switch to her. She's better than him.
My guy,
She
talked
quit her
to
job.
Al.
She did better with the feet picks.
My guy has talked to Al. He has a usable skill.
So, yeah, we'll just pick up. This is the second adventure, Expert Treasure Hunters. So, let's see here. After you've purloined the map, having been successful, Bilbo's delighted. He invites everyone to stay for several days at guests at Bag Inn, during which time they live in the lap of luxury. They never want for food and drink, and Bilbo remains locked up in a study before eventually coming out in the afternoon of the second day. Popping out of his study like cuckoo from a clock, Bilbo rushes into the parlor where you're all relaxing after a fine second breakfast, map still clutched in his hands. My wonderful friends, you won't believe what I found on an old Took's map. Yeah, I'm narrating for Elle's character since Elle's playing Bilbo now. Let's see here.
Apparently ambulates like Daffy Duck.
Why? I mean, is that a bad characterization, Chris? I don't.
Bilbo Baggins, Daffy
You
Duck.
won't believe what I found on the old Took's map. I believe I know where the club of Banderbros Took is located, or at least where the old Took did. He thought he did know where this club was. Maybe he wasn't sure. He shakes his head as if to physically force the rambling thoughts from his head. Never you mind. I might need to do a bit of more research, but I was hoping, nay, counting on your help once again. After hearing about all your adventures in Michelle Delving, I'd like a taste of adventure myself. It says here on the map that the Club of the Bull Roarer maybe somewhere around the village of, let's see here, Oatbarton, in a place called Kingsworthy. Exciting, isn't it? So I was thinking perhaps in return for my generous hospitality, we could take a walk north and do a bit more investigating into the matter. Imagine it, being credited with being the hobbits who found the club of the Bull Roarer Took. Wait right here. I'll run and get you the right gear to suit a proper adventure. And just like that, Mad Baggins disappears in a flash around the corner before returning, as you all exchange looks of excitement and confusion. He drops a large chest before you and smiles. There you are. Take what you need. There's no knowing where we'll be swept off to. He turns off to dash again, but turns around back to you, almost laughing at his own forgetfulness. I've muddled my wits, staying up all night making a copy of Old Took's map. No need to damage the original, after all. He shoves the fresh copy at you before throwing open the front door to Baggin and stepping out onto the road. Come on, we best be off. So, in the gear, it contains basic traveling gear such as cloaks, backpacks, pocket handkerchiefs, other standard supplies, and a few battered weapons. There are 3 clubs, which can serve as walking sticks, a pair of small hunting bows left behind by the dwarvish visitors, with arrows, a short sword he used for decorations instead of warfare, a small axe for cutting wood, and 1 dagger for each of you. Sting that's Bilbo's. You ain't getting it. So the stats for these weapons are not provided in the adventure. So
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
So I really want to know about this club. So what is the aim of the members? Like, what are they all about? Is it a secret club? Do we need to know a handshake?
Let's see here, page 73.
Is there some kind of like membership signal?
You want to know why I joined this cult? All the unprotected sex.
Now, is that SEX or SECTS?
That one. 'Tis the joke. Although there's plenty of cults with unprotected sex as well. If Tom Cruise films are anything to go by.
All right. Dude does not say what the stats are for these. Might just be... There are stats for them. All right, well, we'll come to that if we actually even get into a fight. There's a possibility, but not necessarily. So...
It's like handing a tween like a pistol, be like, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see here.
This is for self-defense.
Right, self-defense.
Yeah, there's a
And
section of
looking
combat
cool.
proficiencies you might want to look at in the rule book. So, to go to Oatbarton, you must first take the road to Bywater to the south and then reach the East Road. Then you enter the East Farthing, leaving behind the 3 Farthing Stone, and take the Northway Road to your left. It's more than a leisurely stroll to reach Oatbarton, taking more than 3 days on average, but searching for the fabled club of Bull Roarer Took is certainly worth the effort. So... And Bilbo tells you about the club as you travel. He's saying that it was used by a great... Used this massive club to win the battle... Bandobros Bull Roarer Took used this massive club to win the Battle of Greenfields and defeat the goblin warlord Gulfimble. Legend has it that one blow from the great club knocked the goblin chief's head and sent it sailing into a far-off rabbit hole, winning the battle and inventing the game of golf at the same time. Yes. Yeah.
Was the head still attached to the goblin at the time that it went flying?
No, it went straight into the hole.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened to the rest of the goblin?
That's not written in the records. Probably eaten by wargs.
It was probably works.
Yeah, it's probably wargs.
If there's a gap in history, just leave it to the war.
Just leave it to the wargs, yeah. That or the owls.
Or the Eagles.
Or the eagles. So it is almost midday when you catch sight of the first houses of the village. It is spring, but the last hints of winter still nip at your toes, making them particularly eager for a hearty meal. Even before you take your first steps in the cobblestone courtyard that serves as the heart of the village of Oatbarton, you catch the scent of roast chicken and potatoes. The hard-working farmers of Oatbarton are gathered in the center of the village for their lunch, sitting at long tables shaded by large pavilions and tents. The search for the famous war heroes' great club can wait. They're like, hey, visitors, come. Yeah. Come have chicken and potatoes and chicken and eggs and potatoes. Potatoes.
Thank you for loving me.
We boil them, we stew them, we mash them up. It turns out there's many things you can do with these wondrous root vegetables. Yes, so
Have you
delicious.
tried frying them in duck fat yet?
Get the duck fat out. We must just experiment at once. So yeah, you are all invited, and they start asking you questions about what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you? Yeah, they're just curious.
Quick, somebody tell a riddle.
Who has riddle favored? they should
You
roll.
can gain information about Bull Roar and Kingsworthy, which you don't know much about yet.
Okay.
You know about the club because Bilbo knew it.
So yeah, actually Riddle to be able to get that information out of people.
Yeah,
so.
perfect.
So,
Yeah.
Or does anybody else want to?
Yeah, you can all make rolls. We'll do you first, Drogo.
Yep. Just that in. Yeah. So, yeah.
Each get one attempt.
Yeah. All right. I keep rolling sixes. I can't not roll sixes.
Oh, darn.
So that's like, that's like, what about the mysteries of us, like of the Bull Rushers way? I've heard many. That's like legends, tales about.
Do you mean Bull Roarers?
Or Bull Roars. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a little. The story's a little bit different down in Hoppeton.
Well, you know, there are a lot of the local children around here play a game called Bull Roarers Club. It involves them picking up a stick, and then one child is the Goblin Warlord, and the child with the stick chases the Goblin Warlord and tries to knock him into a hole. It's very popular with the children.
So, although
Even the ones that have to be the goblin?
Well, oh yeah, maybe not. But everyone takes turn being the Goblin Warlord. I had to be the Goblin Warlord.
Do you think it might be more fun if we were to get, a proxy for the Goblin Warlord? Perhaps, say, a ball with a bunch of tiny dimples on it.
Oh my goodness. You're onto something there, yes. Goblin head ball, yes.
Where'd you learn about dimples, little brother?
Only Tooks?
Yes. Fashion me a leather ball shaped like a goblin's head.
Yes,
With
fashion
dimples.
all our leather balls.
Yeah. All right, so you're hearing about Bull Roarers Club and Goblin Balls. So you're having a good time, Drogo. Who else wants to ask the locals about
they
history?
glow blue for Nick Golf.
Yeah, you can talk about one thing you don't know what Kingsworthy is.
Is this Riddle?
You can use Riddle, you can use Awe, Courtesy, and Hearten, Persuade.
Insight, just basically let them talk about their favorite things and just occasionally prod them to keep them going.
That's more Persuade.
Okay.
Or in Hearten or Courtesy.
That was painful.
Yeah.
But I did get an 11.
Oh yeah.
With lore work or?
The lore. These are asking people that
Okay.
you can make a lore check if they fail to know something. Anyways, you made your lore with an 11. Yeah.
With an 11 and
On the feet die. Yeah.
15 a 13. So
Okay. Yeah. You succeed either way. Kingsworthy. Oh yes, it's about a day's travel into the North Moors. It's an abandoned structure. Hasn't been used in many years, but it's a useful landmark made of stone. And the kings of old used it. Yes.
And I'm guessing that no one's in there now because quite drafty stone is.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, it's also on the northern moors, which are a bit
Very cold.
Yes.
Not comfy at all.
No, and there may be wargs out there. It's a little less civilized. It's a little more dangerous, to be honest. Yeah. Anybody else want to?
Courtesy.
Oh yeah, courtesy. Perfect. Yes.
So we've got, that's a 10 and 2, which is better than my heart of 11. So that takes us to 12
Okay, then that succeeds. Okay.
out of 6.
Well, I didn't know what your target number was, but yeah, if that means your target number succeeds. Yes, it's also, to be honest, we've heard some rumors. There's a lot of stories about a ghost haunting Kingsworthy. So no one's been brave enough to spend the night there.
A ghost? How absurd. Tell me more.
Well, I think they used to use it. The kings of old used the place as a hunting lodge, and perhaps a hunter died of his wounds there, and haunts it.
Oh, how tragic. More tea. Please keep talking.
Yeah, you hear conflicting stories. One about a hunter who was gored and died a long suffering death in the lodge, abandoned by his comrades. Another one of a woman going to a hunter to love him, but she fell in a rabbit hole and broke her neck near the not being able to see where you're running around at the moors at night is quite dangerous. And the third one is Nazgul's just murdering everybody, but no one believes that. There's nary Nazgul up there, so. Yeah.
Marion Asgul.
Nary Nazgul.
I pull up my finely wrought pipe, I light it, and I roll insight to determine.
Okay, yeah, you can roll.
Okay, pass.
They definitely don't believe the nary the Nazgul thing. It's more that it's the Moors. It's not being a chicken farmer and a potato farmer is full time work. They just don't have the time or energy. And hobbits aren't one to go poking around abandoned structures that much. Anyway, so yeah.
Do I look like a Baggins? We are two Baggins here. Well, get up there.
The children do play up in the area though during the day. That's where you play Bull Roarers Club, And yeah. So, but yeah, you have a nice meal and you continue on. It's taking a northward path from Oatbarton and walking for a full day across the North Moors. And it's you can pass the time if you want by telling stories or singing songs and that kind of thing. So
I absolutely go into tales of my marvelous adventures and back in the day, and if you're really lucky, I'll show you how I turn invisible.
Okay. Does anybody...
Tell us more about Thorin Oakenshield. How did he get his name? Did he really pick up a log and just use that to fend off an Auric?
That's not all he used the log for.
I like menacing Bilbo. My favorite new Lord of the Rings character.
I think only Tooks has turned this for the worse, maybe, just slightly.
So...
But the revenue.
Yeah.
We're all debt-free now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's you're having a nice time, even though it is a little cooler up in the moors. But eventually you get in sight of Kingsworthy, a large stone house and round tower. Actually, you can make a lore check now. Now that you've seen it, and you can identify its age and whatnot.
I just missed.
6 feet plus
Your success dice.
7, 10, 16 pass.
Okay. You realize that is definitely a hunting lodge from the time of the kings of Norsbury. So a human-built structure. And, it is, even though it's been abandoned for many years, it is still quite intact. I mean, the door has rotted and seems to be it's clearly deserted.
Just an outpost from the kingdom of Arnor, apparently.
Yeah, you find it must have been used by shelter by wanderers, but not regularly. But you do see a fresh set of tracks, relatively, fresh enough to, like, on the layers of dust in the main hall. The wooden floorboards are slightly rotted. There's a bit of dew, it is quite damp on the moors, but,
I pull out Sting to see if it's glowing.
it is not glowing.
Can I make a hunting roll to take a look at these tracks and see if I can identify what left them?
Yeah, that or scan, whatever's better.
Hunting.
Okay.
Because hunting is favored, so...
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got an 8.
It's not orcs, my boy. If it were, I'd be glowing.
Well, I think we're going to go with the 8. So 8 and 4 is 12.
Well,
I've only got 1 dot, so does that mean that I roll 1 die or 2?
Each dot on your skill rolls a d6. You always roll your feat die, and if it's favored, you get to roll that feat die with advantage.
Okay. So I rolled an 8 and a 1 on the feat die.
So you get the 8.
So we get the 8.
And then you get to roll a d6.
Okay.
If you only have 1 dot in it.
So that's 8 and 4, so...
12. Okay. You cannot identify it. It is humanoid, I'll say that. That's... You can use scan as well if anybody wants to roll scan to identify the tracks. Okay.
I don't have anything in scan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
And that's a 4, and I can roll it again. Right, the dot means I can roll it twice.
Yep.
You keep the highest of the two.
11.
Okay.
Plus
on the
5
D12
is 16.
Okay,
Pass, and yeah.
With that, a success. It is clearly a hobbit tracks. You would guess.
We're hobbits. We can't tell our own damn footprints.
Well, it was like kind of smudged and damp. All right, like it was not super. Like you could tell that they're footprints, but like with this, you also recognize that this is like a younger hobbit, not like a fully like maybe a teenage hobbit, not like a full adult hobbit. So.
Is it wrong that I see Bilbo looking at it going, Lobelia, Sackfoot, Baggins?
But you can see there is a mantelpiece on the far end of the hall, and there are hooks. Above the cold fireplace is a large wooden plaque with hooks on it, and bearing the signs of having been used to display a long object, as tall as a hobbit. But there's also a wooden chair near the fireplace, and it looks like,
Does it look like there's been a fire in it recently?
No.
Okay.
So fortunately, but also with your scan check, you can track the footprints outside of the hall, out onto the moors, where it's less obvious on how to find them. So, you start on. That's your only clue right now is following. Bilbo. Yeah. Well, no, you're Bilbo. Yeah. He's not an NPC. So yeah. But it looks like there was a object on display here, but somebody took it recently. So you continue. Well, yeah. Now you can make hunting checks to follow the tracks.
Also, possibly, yeah, if we're looking young hobbits on the outside, can we look for a drag mark? Because if that's like the old Tukes, that's like weapon in there. They may not be able to actually fully carry it.
You do not see drag marks.
Okay.
Yeah, it may be large, but maybe it's made from a light wood.
So I've got 14 exactly.
Okay. So you start following the tracks. And does anybody else have hunting that they want to roll? Okay.
Awareness.
Do what?
Awareness.
You know what? I'd allow awareness too.
Be very, very quiet. We're
Be
hunting
ready
for
to respond.
hobbitses.
Fail.
Okay. You're continuing on, but you it takes you longer to get up, but you eventually do catch up to a hobbit. You spot a lean, brown-haired hobbit who is also following the same tracks you are. But he is frantically searching around, and this is a middle-aged male hobbit, so he has not yet noticed you. But he's following the same tracks you are.
You know what? Gonna do a roll on courtesy
Okay.
just to let him know. Excuse me, sir. We're here. It's like can't help but notice right now you're following these tracks.
Go stealth.
You don't have to roll for this. Yeah.
Sneaking up on him. Just like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. I was like, have you seen Myrtle?
No, I'm assuming is that your child?
Yes. She loves to play bull roarers club and goblin knocking with the other children, and that I don't know why she came out this far though, out in the moors. This is way outside her usual territory, and so I'm looking for her. Yeah, he shows you a little cameo with her picture. And this is my poor Myrtle, and he is quite distraught. So yeah.
Okay, like I said, well, again, children know, push boundaries to be able to. That's like go forward, test limits, whatnot. But you say that she comes around here. Are there any of her friends who are come out here? Anyone?
No, they told me that she went out on her own to far outside their usual playing areas. Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah.
A concern right now.
Yeah. But I beg you, help me find her.
We can though. Although, like I said, is there anything about where she would have gone right now? Like what's beyond this path down here? So,
just more moors.
Just more.
More moors.
Okay.
Moors.
More Moors?
They're very Moorish out there, the Moors.
Okay.
Now, are there less Moors or more Moors?
No, less Moors is behind us. More Moors is in front of us.
How many Moors?
Too many Moors, if you ask me.
You'll go left.
Now, how many of them are social Moors?
No, the social mores are over there. It's a totally different thing. They're forbidden for reasons that are too embarrassing to talk about.
Anyway.
I get to have fun too, Aaron.
I think I'm not saying anything. I'm just being sassy.
Dungeon Master could cut loose once in a while.
Great. So, anywho, all right. You can at least go through here. Although, you know what? I have an idea. I guess. Awareness. Are there any owls in the area?
Not in the moors. There's no trees. Yeah. Not right now.
Any other creatures that understand English?
Most of them, yeah. They kind of. Your hobbits is you can kind of talk to animals.
It's new to me. So,
yeah.
Anywho, okay. So, yeah, we're going to go down now and see if I can...
Or at least the cool animals.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can discuss something with the locals maybe and see if they may have seen your daughter.
Well, we have the tracks right here. We just have to follow them.
Well, we'll do, but we'll go actually and search for her.
Yeah, this way. Just follow me. Follow the tracks.
Because I'm going to persuade. Sir?
Yeah.
You are in a panic state.
Yes.
Understandably so. That means that you will not be able to, potentially see a trail right now that goes forward because of the state. I would request that you, take the break, go home to your wife, relax, prepare for the dinner.
Oh, no, I'm not. I can't come back without her.
Or then wait over by the cottage.
No. I'm going with you.
Can I roll persuade on this to get him?
He's going to follow the tracks. It is his daughter. Yeah, he is not. You can go off. You don't. He can't make you come with him. But he is following.
I reach out. Calm down, nephew. Family is important. Let the man stay.
I'm your cousin.
You are my nephew.
We have rewritten the canon.
Anyway, yeah. Assuming the rest of you want to continue on following Mort as he looks for Myrtle. The night is clear and cool. A waxy moon and a veritable symphony of starlight offers some light as you trek across the lightly rolling landscape. This is no well-trodden road. The ground is uneven, and your foot can easily be caught in a hole, and your legs grow weary as you plod through the moss-covered terrain. A long yawn escapes your mouth, and you fight off the weight of your eyelids.
Don't worry, we're good. We're good.
Okay. All the while searching for signs of the wayward hobbit lass. Even in this dim evening light, the growing concern is evident on Mort's drawn face. So you will gain. You will lose 3 endurance from fatigue, but you can make a travel roll, and then which will reduce it. If you succeed on your travel roll, you'll reduce that fatigue by 1 point, and plus 1 point for every 6 you roll on that. So
you said lose 3 points of endurance?
Endurance. Well, it says is fatigue a separate stat? Yeah, I think this is
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3 points of endurance, but your travel roll will reduce that by 1, and for every 6 you roll, that also that if you succeed will reduce it by another 1.
How do we achieve weary condition?
When your endurance is equal to your load,
Your load?
your load should be on there.
Is that the top number here? Or
No, it's on over. What is that?
Numbers aren't figured for us.
It doesn't have your load score on there.
Yeah,
Or
the-
fatigue.
Well,
Okay.
endurance. It's your endurance. You will lose 3 points of endurance.
Okay.
So let me look at your sheet. Current endurance, fatigue. That's interesting.
Because if I can become weary or wounded, all my rolls are inspired.
Okay,
Start punching yourself in the face.
Just hang out
that's
next
interesting to
to...
do that.
Drake.
Oh no, your endurance is right here. It's
Yeah.
21. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you lose 3 from that, but minus what your travel roll is. So does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess
Okay.
so. Okay. Yeah.
But then what is our load and our...
Oh, it doesn't have your load score. Current, yeah. That is interesting. They don't put it on the pre-gens. Well, we'll say that it is definitely.
Well, load is under your war gear or your armor, helm. Like,
Oh, 1 for sting.
so yeah, you've got a load of 1.
Well, yeah. It's like this.
What about that shiny silver undershirt you're wearing, Bilbo?
I left it at home.
Endurance.
Why would you leave the iron underwear at home?
Well, see, it's really itchy.
Okay, that makes
He's
sense.
perfectly nude under all those clothes. It's hilarious.
And Lobelia needed to borrow it for a scene.
We'll say it's
And
half
wanted
your.
to-
We'll just say it's half your endurance.
Mithril shapes.
Yeah. So if you get to half of your endurance or lower, you're weary. So for the sake of expedience.
All right. So we'll roll that see if I get out.
Yeah.
All right.
So all of you will have to make this travel roll. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay,
I didn't
so
make
that's
it,
right.
so we just lose that. So
Yeah, you lose 3 endurance.
6, 11, I made it.
Okay.
Oh, come on, young hobbits. You have to get the same energy as a sprightly 70-year-old hobbit such as I if you're going to be adventurers.
All right, so all of you can be now. The tracks get a little thin at this point, so you can try to find shelter for the night. You could try and keep searching. I'll leave it. This is more open ended, so you could use hunting. You could use scan.
Travel again?
Travel, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I'll just go around the table and so you're using travel to look for clues or look for shelter.
Yep.
Bilbo, what are you wanting to use?
Drogo would like to...
Because if you shelter, you could gain some of that endurance back that you lost.
Yes. Bilbo would like to explore to look for a place to shelter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go and roll explore. Let's see here. Esmeralda.
Could I use awareness to help find shelter?
Yeah.
Nice.
And same for you, Paladin? Or do you want to use hunting?
I'm going to use hunting to keep an eye on the tracks and basically take a brightly colored handkerchief from my Tookish Wayfarer bundle and a stick and basically mark our place so
Okay.
that we'll be able to find or pick up the trail first thing in the morning.
Okay. And then,
I took Topia.
let's see, Rory, same thing? Or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll just scrounge survival, food,
Okay.
shelter, campground.
All right, and then Lobella. All right. Definitely scan. All right.
I found a rock.
Okay. Good.
I mean, is it a big ass rock?
Oh, it's a huge ass rock.
Okay. Well, you try.
Maybe something like a
I
cinder
made it
block.
and I got a 6.
For scan.
Yes.
Okay. So there is another set of tracks following Myrtle. And did you get any 6s with that?
I did.
Okay. So they are booted footprints. So not a hobbit. So that's what you find. And I'm just going back around. Paladin, what did you rolled hunting, right? David,
Yes, I rolled hunting.
did you succeed?
I did.
Okay. So you realize her set of tracks are not leading back to Oatbarton. She is definitely lost.
Oh
So,
boy.
Did you get any 6s?
Yes, I did. I got 1 6.
Okay. You find a tiny scrap of a pretty yellow dress, which Mort confirms as being the color that matches the one Myrtle was wearing. So she is lost out here. Let's see here. Esmeralda.
I succeeded in my awareness roll.
Okay. So let's see here. And you find a place you can take shelter in and rest up for a bit. And then Bilbo.
I succeeded in my exploration.
Okay. You realize that Myrtle probably also looked for shelter somewhere after instead of wandering around in the dark.
And I got a 11.
Okay, good. But did you get any 6s?
No.
Okay. So you do find a little campsite that was set up that has a small fire pit, hand dug and rung with stones that has been used recently. So you could take shelter here for a few hours before dawn. Oh, actually, not before dawn, but you could. I mean, she's probably very close now. And what did you get there?
I failed it.
Okay.
And do I sense was the fire recently put out?
Yes, very recently.
Okay. Look what I found. We're so close.
So, and with that, you also see this last set of tracks that Lobelia found, and you realize that these tracks are being left out by someone very good at woodcraft, who is leaving them out intentionally for you to follow, perhaps. And at that point, one of you, Bilbo, you see someone in the distance who disappears. Given the figure's long stride and apparent skill, someone is wanting you to follow them.
Are we wandering into this trap, cousin?
I use 1 hope to turn invisible.
Okay.
Not again.
So you turn invisible, Bilbo. So you're going up ahead and scouting, and you followed Myrtle's tracks for miles now. You've had little doubt she came this way, but as you are about to, let's see here, you hear sounds in the distance. You find you are at a set of ruins. There are ancient stones jutting out of the ground, low crumbling walls, and hinting this was once a very different place, a fort or a town maybe. A few hobbits have seen this place, and as you take your first steps, stories of kings and armor-clad warriors fill your mind. But Bilbo, as you're about to explore these heath-covered ruins, a rumbling growl seems to rise from the ground itself. A bellowing shout bearing some resemblance to human speech echoing among the ancient stones. You then hear a high, panicked voice come out from nearby. "Shoo, you old troll! Go away! Go!" Breaking through the thicket of brambles, you see none other than Myrtle Mudfoot, who has scrambled up on a ruined wall and is swinging a heavy wooden club at a massive creature looking like a grotesque imitation of a large man. You recognize it as a stone troll. Between the two of them, leaning warily against the wall, is a cloaked stranger, hood thrown back, showing the rugged face of a man with gray eyes, clutching a large, bleeding gash across his shoulders that has all but incapacitated him as he desperately tries to keep the monster from reaching the child. The troll is clearly angry and does not seem to have noticed you. Well, he can't notice you because you're invisible. Myrtle, on the other hand, sees you and immediately cries out for help. Well, actually, no, she doesn't because you're invisible. So you're up ahead first.
So if I've got an advantage because I'm invisible, I also want to attack with Sting.
Yeah, you can just attack. Cool. Yeah, so the rest of you are following. Well, are you going to go back and alert your fellow adventurer? There's no time. Okay.
But
all right.
I did see that.
Okay, so the hoot of the owl. Yeah, all right.
Wait, there's no owls on the moors. We established that in the last scene.
We did establish that.
Bilbo, let's go.
Yeah, all right. All of you can give me awareness or scans or hunting, some kind of roll to hear the hoot. The battle hoot.
Hoot.
Yeah.
Battle hoot.
Just got it with a 14.
Okay. Oh, it's automatic success with a 6. Or no, yeah.
Look at that.
I managed to get it. So
That's some Bilbo blood.
Okay.
That's 16.
Blood. Hoot, hoot.
All right, if you
We
make
got
the
it.
check, you'll be able to act on the second round. So the first round, Bilbo's is already there. So now you know stone trolls. You know them quite well. So Bilbo, do you want to try and distract him, or you're just going to shank him?
I'm going to shake him.
Okay. So let's see here. That is going to be a. Let's see here. I think your skill for that is listed on there.
So I have 2 for swords.
Yeah,
So 2
and that would
dice.
be strength target number.
This with
Yeah.
these and a foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah. So 17.
17 would definitely hit that.
Yeah.
Now let's see here.
It says damage 3, injury 20, load 1.
All right, damage 3. That's how much damage you do. Now, because it's sting, I'm going to now. So let's get into the combat rules a little bit. So let's see here. Just a skosh. Let's see here. Now he is a big boy. 8. So you get to sneak up and stab him first, and you didn't have a problem with that because you were invisible. But there are some rules to follow with this. So it's as we go.
Rules.
Combat proficiencies. Let's see here. Endurance and hope. And everyone else will get to jump into the next round. So come on, not adventuring rules. I want combat rules. Okay, here we go. All right. Difficulty attack number is against the player's heroes who target parry score. Okay. Did you get any 6s on your d6s?
I only got no.
Okay, so those are basically special damages, and they can do more damage. That's what the piercing blow value is for, and that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. So you're in close combat. There are 2 stances: close combat and range combat. Obviously, you're in close combat if you're stabbing him. So you're going to ignore his armor with your magic sword. I'm just going to roll because he does stone troll, very big, beefy boy. So you inflict a 3 damage to him. So his endurance goes down to 31. Yeah, it's stone troll. He is as big as a house to you. Weirdly enough. So did anybody fail on their roll to hear the battle hoot? Everyone comes running, and I think you're now. Here's the thing: you may be invisible, but the troll know he got stabbed, and so he's got a hell of a reach. So he's not going to be too disadvantaged by your invisibility now, as long as you.
I'm gonna roll on stealth.
Well, now we'll get into combat. So the rest of you come into this ruins. You see the same thing I just described. Now you can choose whether you can try and distract the troll, or to do a ranged attack against the troll, or to charge into melee. Now the damage of clubs, I'm just going to say is 3 for all of these because they did not give me stat blocks to work with for this, and I'm not going to look up the One Ring main RBG to look it up. So actually, what is your strength score? That's those. No, is that also 3? Let me look. I think it's your the damage you inflict is equal to your strength, so the top right number. So
And then plus bonus 3 for sting.
or that's just
no, it's how this is 3 and that's 3, so I think it's just your strength score. So basically, the target number is always going to be 18 minus this, and that's your target number. So this is always going to equal 18. So
what does injury mean though?
injury is that's if you get a piercing blow, which is a
Oh, that's
hit.
that great. Okay.
But then also, if it was only rocks, it would be 1 damage.
Yeah, because it's a rock. It's a ranged weapon. So
rock.
yeah, I'm just going to say melee weapons inflict your strength score, which is going to be this smaller number, not the target number, but the one above it.
Okay.
So if you're using rocks, that'll do 1
So
damage
your
each.
club does more damage than sting.
Well, because he's stronger. But your sting has armor piercing. So I'm going to say the troll has 3 armor. So you're going to need to have really good hits in order to get through this guy. But first off, everyone gets to declare their action, and then we'll sort of round it. You all get to act before the troll does, and the troll will attack whoever hurt it the most, basically. So Drogo,
Question: what time of day is it?
it is pre-dawn.
Pre-dawn. Okay.
So if you know about stone trolls, which you probably all have heard Bilbo talking about them, it is possible to distract a troll long enough for the sunrise to come. But He has gotten stabbed, which is going to make him a little harder to focus.
Okay. In that case, since I do have a range attack and I took one of the bows, I'm going to go ahead and try to aim at him. So.
All right, so well, range attacks will go last, actually.
Okay.
So each round, actually, no, you can do an opening volley, so you can go ahead and make your attack first.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So he was at 31.
He was at 34.
Somebody better start talking. We're fucked.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is we're going to do a little bit of Tukism.
11, 12, 13, so that's under. I did not make it.
Okay.
So.
Your shot goes wide, as they're all moving a lot faster than those still targets you practiced on back at home. So, Esmeralda, do you want to distract the troll, or are you going to try and... What are you armed with? Do you even have a weapon?
Well,
We are armed with our wits, and
Okay.
we're going to double team them.
Okay.
we're calling this a Tukism, which is my favorite Aphex Twin album.
Okay. Go on.
So one of us is drawing a picture of a sun,
Okay.
and the other one is going to point at it and say, "Look, the dawn is coming, the sun is rising," while we lift the picture up.
Okay. I'm going to say both of you need to make a crafts check to make a sun really quick.
I'm going to spend a hope on this one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that might be useful. Also, you all got a hope back from the last adventure, but if you spin a hope. So,
Burning Rain of Death.
let's see here. Rory.
Right on it. It's 15 exactly.
Well, we'll get back to you.
Bonk.
Bonk. Okay, you're charging it. All right.
Yeah, an 11 and a 6.
Okay, so...
For a total of...
Well, 11 just means you succeed automatically, but what weapon are you using?
The
Short sword or the...
short sword. Yeah.
Short sword? Okay. Let's see here. You can use to trigger one or more special results. Each one, let's see here. You can do a heavy blow, a fend off. Let's see here. Spin one success icon to gain a parry modifier +2 against the next attack aimed at you. That's fend off. Heavy blow, spin one success icon to inflict to your target one additional loss of endurance equal to your strength score. Now he has armor 3. So what's your strength rating?
4.
4. So you'd only do 1 point of damage. So you could inflict another 4 points of damage on that. Or pierce bows and spears or swords. Spend one success icon to modify a feat die by +2, possibly triggering a piercing blow. In addition to causing loss of endurance point, any successful attack may inflict a piercing blow. An attack produces a piercing blow on a 10 or the 11 result on the feat.
So it spans the crit range.
Yeah. So if you got so what'd you get on your feat die?
11.
Okay, so you do get a piercing blow.
Okay.
Characters hit by a piercing blow must immediately roll 1 feat die plus any number of success die equal to their protection value of their armor or protection test, and the target numbers equal the injury rating for the weapon. So that's how it's used. It's used to protect against that. So your injury rating, I'll say, is 15. So he'll have this, and then he'll have 3d6 to not take a piercing blow. If it fails, the target attack has received a life-threatening blow, a wound. So he needs to get above a 15 on these 4 dice. So that's a 6, 11 plus 16. So he So he does not take a piercing blow on that.
I'll cash in the 6 for an additional 4 damage for a total of 5.
Yeah. So actually, his armor, I guess, does not reduce the wound. So I guess you do the full 8. So.
Yay!
Wait,
All right.
I do 3 and you do 8?
Well, you got a better
You
roll
got
than
I got a
roll.
6
Yeah.
on my roll.
So that piercing on there. So if you pierce, you'll just do 20.
So
'Cause I
you
have
do.
one.
Sorry, you were using the short sword, or you were using the short sword there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you basically rush into him, stab him right in the calf, and you thick blood pours out of the cheek.
Boy, hear me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Before he attacks, though, Lobelia, what do you want? What do
Well,
you
I
do?
never
I
skip
want
leg day.
an umbrella to trip him, and since he's been stabbed in the calf,
Okay.
that I can trip him up.
Okay,
So
so
to make it easier for them to attack.
yeah. So with that would probably be athletics.
I don't have athletics.
Okay, so you can roll 1d6. Actually, it's just your feet die.
My feet die.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be all?
No, it's physical. You're not like just you're trying to trip him, not trying to. Yeah, and I'm going to say you have disadvantage. He's a stone troll, so he's the size of a house, and you have an umbrella, a hobbit umbrella. So
Yeah, he's running around. I'm just trying to.
he hasn't run around too much, but yeah, you could try. Like, so you need to roll basically 2 11s.
Okay, well I can't.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's possible.
That wasn't
Yeah, you're sort of getting around him. You realize your umbrella isn't long enough to or strong enough to trip him. You get some mud on you, but that's about it. As you realize, this guy is very big. Now he will get to act. Oh,
It's round 2. I still get to go. I
have
went
you-
in round 1, and now
Yeah.
it's round
Oh,
2.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
to go.
Okay.
Okay, so I pass, and I got 1-6.
For what action again?
Stabbing the motherfucker.
Okay. So you got 1-6. What'd you get on your feet die?
7.
7. Okay. So you get 1-6. So you can choose a heavy blow, a fend off, or a pierce since you have a sword. So spend 1 success die to modify the feet die by +2, which would not trigger the piercing blow thing because you needed. If it was 9 though, you could do that. But,
Well, 7 + 2 is 9.
yeah, that's what I
And-
mean. Yeah, if it started at 9, then you could get it to an
He
11.
was trying to get it to 11 to get the piercing blow.
So, but you can do double damage basically. So you can get to do 6 damage instead of. All right. So 6 damage. That takes him down to 18. Now he gets to go, and you still did more damage to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rory.
Yeah. So let's see here. Attack rolls. Let's see here. The attacks all horizontal. Here's going first. Using the combat proficiency. Okay, so his attribute is he needs to get an 8 or better. His target number is an 8, and I'm just going to give him 3 dice again because it doesn't really give him a lot. Let me double check on the stats. Endurance. Oh no, it does actually. Let me pull up the stats on that. Here we go. Crush 2. Okay, yeah. So he has 2 dice on that, and it does 6 or 12 damage.
That's not good.
And let's see here. So 6 plus 4, 10. No 8s though, so that'll be. So he clubs you for 6 endurance.
Okay.
But he did not get any 6s or an 11. So.
Does his parry do anything?
Oh, what is your parry value?
17.
17. Okay. I guess no, he would be going for your parry value. So he doesn't hit you.
Huzzah.
That's the target number you need for that. So, but he has a parry of +1, so your target number actually goes up by 1 to hit him.
Okay.
So yeah, learning the system. Yay!
Yay.
All right, so that's everybody's actions for round 2.
Because he was doing ranged.
He missed.
Yep, I missed. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
So start of round 3. Let's get this art project, the crafts group project in there. Did you succeed on your craft?
No.
Did you succeed on your
Yes.
craft? Okay. All right. It's either small and good looking or big and not so good looking. So
Let's go with small and good looking.
okay.
the smaller mini sun.
So I'm gonna say the only way it makes sense is if it's far away. So you're gonna have to like climb up the ruins at the other end to like show like the distant sun at the horizon. So
Well put, mini
All
son.
right, go for it, Paladin.
yeah.
I'm going to make that run. Just
All right, give me athletics. And then Esmeralda, you'll have to be the pitch man to be like, no, look, that's definitely the sun.
Paladin.
clearly.
Fortunately, I'm favored in Persuade.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing I get to re-roll that one. Okay, so that is 13, 15. Dead
All right.
on.
All right, you scrab up the top of the rooms, hold the small but pretty good picture of the sun up, about where the sun should be. So I'm going to say you're trying to persuade them while people are actively stabbing the troll. So that's going to be your feet die. You're going to be at disadvantage on your feet die.
Even if I'm favored in Persuade.
Advantage versus
And
disadvantage.
then it cancels out.
Cancels.
All right.
So it's a regular roll.
Ain't shit happening.
Okay, yeah. You're yelling, trying to get his attention as multiple hobbits are running around stabbing at his feet or trying to trip him with an umbrella. It's very chaotic. So
We'll get him on the next one. We'll get him on the next one.
So our close combat characters, we'll get to you first. So Bilbo. Yeah, there's 2 combat stances that keep up. Close combat and then range combat. Yeah, and I think you're the only range combat person. And the ratio is there have to be at least 2 close combat people for 1 range person to exist. Does that make sense?
I guess so, but yeah.
Well, it's like the close combat people are giving you a buffer, so you have room to shoot. So yeah, so that's fine. But anyways, your target number is +1 because of his parry value.
Oh no, I missed.
Okay, you swing, sting, but he's now really agitated. He's like a guy trying to stomp on a bunch of ants, hobbit-sized ants. Meanwhile, Rory.
10, 17.
17. I assume that hits, even with the parry value.
So
All right.
my target number to 15.
Okay. And did you get any 6s?
I did not.
All right, so your strength value is 4. That's 14. He is heavily wounded. Lobelia. Now you could. What do you want to do?
I want to know if the Moors have anything like vines, things like that.
Sure. Yeah. There's some vines on the sides of these ruins.
Then I'm going to go cut free.
Yeah, you have a dagger.
Fairly long vine.
Okay.
I can use it to trip them off next time.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
tripwire.
yeah. Vine would be doing that. If you make a craft check, you could get a vine and have it fastened, anchored to the building, one of the ruins, pretty securely. Or you don't have to. You would have it. You could use athletics to do it fast if you want to make some kind of skill check, or you could just do it and have a basic vine rope to try next round. Do you have any skills you're particularly good at that would be relevant here?
I mean, I could use scan to find a decent.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, give me a scan check. There might be a vine that's already anchored in the building on one, woven into the ruins on one
Where
side.
is Myrtle during this?
Right.
She's on top of the
Cloak
wall.
Guy? What about the cloak guy?
He's staggered up against the wall. He already got his ass kicked by the troll.
I'm using hope.
Okay. Yeah, you all have hope scores, by the way.
Yeah.
So 12. That's what I needed. is
Okay.
12.
All right, so you scan, you see that one of the vines is on one end is really in the ruins, so it would be really secure on one end. So you can jump up and cut it off at the end, and then you can either, the main thing is, so one side is anchored, and that'll hold up against the troll's weight. So the other side is either you hold on to the other end and make it taut, or wrap it around him, but that's next round. So but you got one side of it really anchored, and it's a good long vine. So he gets to go, and then you get to go. So
Me
same
again.
yeah, because you're the only one who got to stab him this round.
Yeah.
So what's your target number? 17?
17.
Okay.
El Cabal.
He rolled like shit. So.
Kabonk.
Yep.
Puncher wounds are going to do that. So.
But yeah, well, he only needs 111 to so.
To fuck me
Alright.
up.
Yep. I'll go and make your range attack.
I
roll.
kind of feel like
we
there's
got
just
an
this
adult
massive
for this
crater
round.
where you
Okay.
were standing a minute ago, and then there's another crater right next to you, like,
Much better. So that's going to be 16 total. So but that does hit though. So
Even with a parry value plus 1. Increases your target number by 1.
by 1. So yeah, because that would be 16. So
Alright.
I did. Yeah. So that goes up to 16, and I make it on the dot.
All right. What is your strength?
Strength is 3.
You didn't get any 6s? All right. Arrow sinks into him. Yep.
Like that you
Yeah, so new round. So
real.
yeah, so Paladin, you're holding up the sun. You're watching this melee go about as the stone troll is trying to stomp or club these brave little hobbitses. You're doing your best. Esmeralda, you can go first.
All right. Time to scream again.
Yeah,
Am I still? Is my advantage still canceled?
yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1 on the D12.
Okay,
what
that's
is
not
what is your persuade difficulty though?
It's 2.
Well, I mean, so your wits
sorry.
is 13.
Yes.
So we're looking at 8, 9. It might have been good to just spend the
Hope dice.
spend the hope die and get to roll an extra one.
Okay then.
Well, this normally you're supposed to spend it beforehand, but so next time you can do that.
Got
so
it.
yeah, you have to declare it before you roll.
Understood.
So you're yelling again. Just chaos is going around. So
See if we can get him tripped up before we all take turns stabbing.
yeah, we can do you first. Yeah, Lobelia. Yeah, go ahead. How what's your plan to trip the troll? You have it anchored on one in the ruins. You're holding the vine rope on your other hand. You could.
In order not to go between his legs.
That's athletics.
Ooh, tied around one of his toes.
I'm trying to use my wits
He's so
instead
big.
of my.
That would be like taunting him. So awe would be useful for that, or riddle. Yeah, you could use
tie it
riddle.
around the environment and then taunt him to go across it and trip.
I still would probably have to make an athletics to tie it down.
Or crafting.
I have my dice in that, but it's.
Yeah, if you want to taunt the troll, that's definitely a social skill of some kind. So, or riddle would be good for that.
I can do riddle.
Okay, basically like, hey troll, I'm delicious, eat me, and
So that's 12, 13, 14. So that is a success,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a 6.
Okay. So you start taunting the troll, and He looks at you as you are just like, hey, I'm delicious. And so you realize he will, if someone, so you can go between, so basically you set it up. Now, if someone can knock him from behind, you can pull the rope taut with a thing, but like, it's a teamwork thing, right? So you've set it up. The others can see that you're holding the rope. The troll hasn't noticed yet. But if someone can hit the troll from behind or something like that.
Can I use hunting to grab the vine and finish setting the trap? Hunting?
Well, yeah, you can do that, sure.
I got a 6 with an 18 out of 14. So
Okay. So yeah, the trap is set, and basically he goes forward, and you can either someone can make an athletics check or one of you can take an attack, and that will. All right, you're gonna.
Oh no.
Well, no, it's either pushing the troll from behind with athletics or like letting the troll attack you to lure him into the trap.
Oh.
That would mean the troll gets to roll against you.
I'll push him with athletics.
Okay.
And if I take a hope on this, then I get another foot die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, a success die, a d6.
Oh, another. Okay.
Yeah, the feat die is you get advantage on it, but you can only ever roll like only one.
Can you do 2 hope?
No.
You can only do 1 hope.
If you're inspired, I would say the inspiration. You're saving the life of a young. Your hero, the Bilbo Baggins. You're being a hero again, so you can have inspiration.
Okay.
So you get 2.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I still fucking fail.
Well,
I'm inspired, so I get to roll that again.
No, well, you get to roll d6, another d6.
Oh, another d6?
Yeah. So 13 plus this.
3. Barely make it.
Okay. So you bump with the perfect the troll collapses on the ground, winded as the vine rope wraps, knocks him down. I'm buying you time. He only one round remains before. Basically, this is going to buy you enough time that the sun will rise and take him out before he can get up as the golden rays of dawn appear overhead, and he, let's see here, perishes, turns into stone on the spot as he gets up and goes, oh no, and bleh.
I'm going to take a moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to see that, and I'm going to take the picture down and look at it, look at him and look at it again, and then just drop it.
Aw. And throwing back his hood, the man reveals his identity with one arm clutching his shoulder. The wanderer reveals himself. He has long gray-brown hair and bright, steely eyes. He smiles through the pain of his wound suffered at the claws of the troll. It is not often I find myself needing protection, less often that it should come in the form of you, little wondrous folk. It would seem I still have much to learn. My name is Hal Barrett, and I am a ranger, though that title may not tell you much. Suffice it to know that I, like yourselves, was searching for young Myrtle for 2 reasons. 1, for fear she might find true danger, and 2, because she took something I was meant to guard. I certainly didn't expect a burglar like Myrtle, and she fooled me. What Myrtle took from Kingsworthy is indeed a rare relic, a token of an ancient past best forgotten. It was hidden in plain sight and has remained safe for a long time, until today. But now I think I found someone worthy of its safekeeping. I think that if you have it, it may be in better hands than mine. Now, if you'd be so kind as to see the Mudfoot's home, I am certain they have a fine meal awaiting for you all. I have wounds to tend to, but I hope this will not be our last meeting. He turns without waiting for a reply. In a matter of seconds, the shadows of the heath swallow up the ranger as if he were one of their own, and he is gone. So
I was going to stitch up that wound, but okay.
No, he's a ranger. He's too cool for that.
Boss
Yeah.
heals me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kingsweed.
we've got the stitches. It's fine.
But yeah, you get back to Barton with no problem. Merton explains the situation to his wife Marigold. She chastises him as only a wife worried sick can, but prepares a grand feast for everyone as a thank you for your efforts. For a fine meal and a long sleep, you can all begin your journey back to Bag End with the Club of the Bull Roar hidden amongst your gear. And as you, to your surprise, as you come up onto the lane of Bag Shot Row, you see a dwarf in a red hood peeking into the window of Bag End. He turns at their approach and casts off his hood, revealing a keen smile and a long white beard. Bilbo, you old dragons, you told me to drop by for tea any time, and here I am. The dwarf pauses with a grin and collects himself before offering a polite smile. Forgive my exuberance. Balin, son of Fundin, at your service. With a bow, he casts a knowing smile at Bilbo. What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into this time, my little burglar? So Balin has joined Smash Brothers. No, he has not. He has been unlocked. So yeah, and that is all I've read so far. There are a couple more adventures in the starter kit, but
So then bring out Balin. He joins the party.
well, like
Back to Moria.
yeah, but that's all I have. I have not read the next adventure yet. So, but yeah, that's the One Ring was the starter set rule. So what does everybody think? I hope everyone had a good time at least.
Yeah, system-wise too, because I was looking at the way that they did this right now. It more or less kind of reminded me of the old White Wolf dot system a bit. So proud that went through, but no, it was fun. So I appreciate at least going through, except for like maybe the insight felt a little clunky just trying to figure that out. So
the starter adventures are very linear and they're very like this is the tutorial system to figure out the game mechanics. It is
Also, I've learned now that Bilbo Baggins between. That's like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Basically was the Indiana Jones of the Shire, just stealing artifacts.
Yeah, basically.
Top. Hey, we're the top men.
Yeah.
We are indeed.
So will the Hobbit feat sketches be available for Patreons?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Behind the
Yeah. That's
We'll get Patsy right on it.
Yeah. 12 months of Hobbitses, yeah.
Sorry, Patsy.
Foot in. Footnotes, yeah, there we go. Next in RPPR. So, Dan, any thoughts on the system or anything?
I'd be curious to see how the combat system scales up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to run another one shot of this with the more standard stuff. Like, there's actually a website where you can generate characters like instantly. There's like full characters, not just hobbits, but humans and elves and dwarves, and there's like one-shot adventures that are more standardized instead of this is obviously like the nice friendly starter set stuff. But yeah, I will next time I will run a more challenging adventure with more options rather than the very railroady, very linear kind of thing. So but you're in the shot
solutions even within.
Yeah. So
yeah, like I said, I find the whole system intriguing, like Aaron was mentioning the old White Wolf dots. The fact that you can you start with the D12 and thus can possibly succeed, and then just adding the success dice on top of that just to...
mixing the two dice type is really interesting. I don't know.
I haven't seen before. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many. I mean, not many systems do that. So
it also skews the math just a touch.
Yeah. And the inspiration and favorite stuff is a little confusing at first, so it takes a bit to get used to that. But yeah,
like I said, it'd be very interesting to see how the combat scales up, like trying to find that mix of melee versus ranged.
Yeah, the game comes with these stance cards to determine whether you're in close combat or ranged, but like you don't really need the cards. It seems pretty simple, so. But I'll play with the full rules next time. Yeah.
One thing that I would point out, too, is that not all of our physical skills are under strength and not all of our social skills are under wits.
Yeah.
So there is a fairly decent mix to where if you're a more heart character, you've still got options for everything.
Yeah. That's a good point. So I'm going to look through the published adventures to see what's a good one-shot, and I'll run that next time. But I wanted to, get a little grounding in the mechanics before I dive into a full, we're fighting a bunch of barrel lights and shit like that. Plus, you all get to be hobbitses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trixie hobbitses.
Trixie hobbitses.
Yes. Yeah. Whoever it was who designed this decided to put all of the burglars in one party because party stealth roll, we aced it.
Yeah.
Top men.
Yeah, there were mechanics for there were things if you get caught, you could riddle the guards and stuff like that. But
just we threw smoke bombs and rolled.
Yeah. Sung the dog just
we all
even deeper sleep.
ran into them.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That was pretty fun. So, anyone have any final thoughts on it? All right. Cool. Well, thank you for playing. Thank you all for listening. And we'll see you in The Lord of the Rings next time. I don't know what the adventure will be called next time, but it'll be fun. Woo!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.